Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Money Matters Top Tips for Success, where each and every day I bring on new business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives and have them share their top tips for success with you. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, MoneyMattersTopTips.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Steve Ruiz on the line, and he's co-founder and CEO over at Declear.com. Steve, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Adam. Glad to be here.
So I'm excited to get more into what you're doing over at Declear.com and how you're helping your clients. But before we do that, let's get a little bit further into your background. So how did you get started in business and in your career?
Well, let me tell you it's a pretty long, drawn-out story, so I'll try to keep it short. Going to college in Chicago, I was at the University of Chicago. I met a beautiful girl, beautiful Latin girl who took me out of college and brought me to Miami. So in Miami, I ended up going into operations of a manufacturing company, of which one of the partners there, very interested in finance. Him and I, we got along so well that we both left the manufacturing company and started a small gold and silver trading firm. And that's where my entire kind of tenure in finance began. Should kind of fast forward a little bit. The Dodd-Frank came. We had to close that firm due to regulations that we just couldn't meet. And then I got into consulting and wanting to reestablish myself in the financial industry by opening my own financial services company. In doing so, I kept on creating plans to fund my own projects and my own concepts via the proceeds from these, financial services firms that I wanted to build. And it just so happens that I realized that what I really wanted to do was actually just work on my own projects and on my own concepts. So that's what brought me to where I am today. It's been a very long road, very exciting one, a heck of a lot of fun, kind of exhausting, but it got me to be able to actually go after my dreams and building what it is that I'm working on at this point with Declear, right?
That's awesome. So, Steve, obviously you're quite a few years into your path, and you're no longer that, just in college entrepreneur thinking about what to do next. But there are some of those listening right now. So maybe they're just getting started in their career, or they're just about to graduate. What kind of advice would you give to that new would-be entrepreneur on going out there and starting their first venture?
Oh my gosh, you know what? Work hard. Stay focused, have fun, and follow your dreams. Don't ever let anyone ever tell you you can't do or be, what it is you want to do or who it is you want to be. I think that's the best advice I could have given myself, early on. A lot of naysayers out there, but just shut them out and move forward like if they don't even exist. Right?
Man, I love it. It's great advice. Let's switch it up a bit. I want to get into what you're doing over at Declear.com. So first, tell us a little bit more about the business, please.
Okay. Well, it's what we consider, what we call the communications of the future. And what we've done is we've created our concept, and I have a business partner. Him and I have created a concept over the course of the last 2 years. We're finally bringing it to fruition, and what we call it is a enterprise blockchain-enhanced voice over IP platform and app. So what we're doing is we're bringing blockchain into VoIP and marketing it to the end client in layman's terms. I have over the past couple of years trying to get into this industry, having conversations with people randomly. Every time I mention blockchain, a lot of people still, they fear the word itself, blockchain. And it's because of the stigma that cryptocurrencies have created behind that technology. Although blockchain has, in essence, it really isn't cryptocurrency at all. It's the underlying technology that allows cryptocurrency to be. So we're bringing that to the masses. We're bringing it to the end user. And we're creating an environment where you no longer have to worry about unsecured telecommunications, whether you're an enterprise, a non-for-profit organization, a government, or the end users. You know?
Any kind of trends in your space that you care to comment on? Because what you're doing is pretty unique.
Well, yes and no. You know, there's always competition out there. I think what makes us unique is the way we're marketing our product and how we've actually integrated it with VoIP, right? Technology, blockchain itself as a technology, it's new, yet a lot of people are trying to implement it into the way they do business, right? So what we're doing is not trying to recreate the wheel, and we're trying to build this entire concept off of integration and not recreation, right? So I think that's where we differ. We really don't want to change blockchain as a whole. We want to use it where it works and how it works. It's just how we're using it that makes us different, right?
And so can you elaborate a little bit more on the idea of having better security and lower costs, like with your technology?
Right. Well, I mean, listen, ultimately our target market is very specific, and it has to deal with companies and organizations that have a much higher requirement for compliance within their communications. And, you know, blockchain is that solution. I mean, blockchain itself creates a scenario that makes it so that nobody can alter, nobody can change, nobody can make information disappear between the transaction itself, meaning between the caller and the callee, let's say. So in that alone is where our security comes in. Now, making it a lot more cost effective comes in play with the business model that we've chosen to create. So our business model is simple. We are not hiring a huge staff. We found all the best in class strategic partners to help us move forward and be able to bring, you know, a cost-effective solution to our clients via that way. We don't have to worry about great overhead. We don't have to worry about, you know, incredible expenses and infrastructure. We don't have to worry about insurance for, you know, a whole bunch of different executives. We don't have to worry about any of that. So in that alone, we bring, you know, an extreme value to our clients in reference to being cost-effective, right?
What's the sweet spot? So if somebody's listening to this right now, they run a business or own a business, and
right.
they're thinking about, you know, different services. You know, New Year's coming up, and you know, everybody reevaluates everything then, right? What's the sweet spot in terms of type of client that you like to work with, either size of company or industry, or?
Well, listen, you know, being a startup, being that we're going to market here in the new year, we're really looking to get small to mid-sized clients on board. We want to be able to give the type of service that they don't get anywhere else. We want to be able to give personal service to our clients. And if we have a client that's got 10,000 users, although, don't get me wrong, we'd be happy to take them, but we won't be able to offer the services, you know, the level of service that we truly want to offer to our clients. And listen, that's going to also be in part where we differ from the rest of the, you know, the competition out there. You're not just a number. You know, you're a person. You've got a birthday. You've got children. And we want to be able to try to find a way to remember that for our clients. So when they have a birthday, they get a birthday card. But back to the question, I would say small to mid-sized businesses. And initially, although our target markets are, you know, those companies that have those higher compliance requirements, we're open right now. We want to see truly and organically where we fit without having, you know, a structured idea as into where we believe we fit. So, you know, we're taking on our first clients as we speak, and we have a number of manufacturing companies that have locations across the United States, and we're happy to take them. We're happy to help them. We're happy to give them a great product at a great price. So there you go. I mean, anybody and everybody who wants to be part of something great.
Awesome, Steve. And so if somebody is listening and they do want to follow up, what's the best way for them to reach out?
I would think that first and foremost, visit our website. It probably shouldn't be available right now to the public, but we're so excited by it that the people that know about it are more than welcome to log on and take a look around and even reach out to us. So d-clear.com. And aside from that, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Instagram, and we're on Twitter.
Fantastic. Well, hey, Steve, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about your background and all the great work you're doing now. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store, share this with your friends and family. I mean, do all those great things we do to support our podcasters. I really do appreciate it. And Steve, thanks again for coming on the show.